Hello, and welcome to part 9 of the Advanced F2L tutorial. If you've watched videos 1 through 8, you should know that we already covered all of the standard 42 cases in F2L. However, F2L is not limited to only those 42 cases. F2L has tons and tons of scenarios. Those are just the basic versions of every single possible scenario. So with those 42 algorithms, you should be able to solve any case on the Rubik's Cube. However, there are some specific cases that other algorithms work best. So this video and all the videos after parts 1 through 8 are going to be videos that target specific cases. Now there are tons and tons of these cases, and I will try to go over as many as I can. So let's go ahead and start. The first case I want to cover is this case right here. It's a case that we see in the layer by layer method. Now normally what we would do is we would take this edge here and we would align it, do a cube rotation, and then do the algorithm to put it in, just like so. However, that does take a lot of time, and there's a faster way to do it. A lot of times when you do F2L, you always want to pair first. The first thing you think of when you see a corner and an edge is you have to pair them and then you put them in. However, that's not always the best way to do things. Sometimes it's best to do the corner and the edge separately. So in this situation, we have the corners already done. So all we need to do really is just put the edge in. So what we can do is we can move the corner out of the way. We can put in the edge, like so, and then just put the corner back. And that's actually a lot faster than doing the entire algorithm from the normal 42 cases. Now for this algorithm to work, there is something that you guys need to take note. You need to have an empty slot next to the edge that you're trying to fill. Because what happens is, if we do this algorithm where we move the corner out of the way and then put in the edge, what happens is we break up the pair that we had. You'll notice that the blue-red was already solved, and I'm trying to solve this green-red, but while I solve the green-red, I actually break apart the blue-red. So that's not the best way to do it if you don't have a slot next to it. But again, if you do have an empty slot, this way works a lot faster. This next case is very similar to the one we just did, except this time the edge is paired up. So it's supposed to go right there. Now normally the standard case is fine, except you have to do a cube rotation. A lot of these algorithms work just as good as the standard ones, except they take out the cube rotation. So when you don't have cube rotations, your time speed up just a little bit. So the idea behind this case is that it's a different way to do the same move so that you don't have to do a cube rotation. So here's the situation. You have to have an empty slot over here, and this is what you do. You take the corner and you move it this way, and that pairs up, or that matches up the edge right there. Then you move this out of the way and pull it downward, and then you pair like that, and then you go ahead and realign it. So here it is one more time. You move the edge downward, you move the corner out of the way so that you can bring the edge down and then pair it up kind of like that and then realign it. And again, you have to have an empty slot in order to do that because it'll break apart any pair that you already have. Now this next case goes along with the previous two, using the idea of the empty slot to fill in a halfway completed slot. So you see here the edge is halfway done, or the slot is halfway done because the edge is correct but the corner isn't. Now the normal case is to put it in like so, and that actually works very well actually. But for some people, they like using a different algorithm, and the algorithm to put it in like this is to bring this corner and put it down there. So you take the corner it's supposed to go and you move it right there, and then you put it in like that, and then you move it backwards. So let me show you that again. You take the corner that it's supposed to go into and you move it over to the empty slot, and then you use the empty slot to put in this corner right here, and then you go ahead and realign it, and that puts it in the right spot. Now, some people like using this method, but to be honest, I think the standard case works better. But if you're fast enough, there's a chance that that case might be faster. So go ahead and give that a try and see if you like it. Personally, I would just stick with the standard case. This next case is where you have the corner above the slot. We're trying to solve this green and orange, and the edge is behind it, and you have the same color on the top. Now, normally what you would have to do is you would have to do one of two things. The first thing you might do is, well, the move is you move it down and pair it up like that. But this requires a cube rotation to be able to put it in the slot. So cube rotations are never good because they add time to your solve. So the next thing you would have to do is a lowercase d move, and then do the algorithm and put it in from behind. So if you're not comfortable with the D move or putting it in from behind, then this next algorithm might help you. So what you do is you align it to where the base color is facing you on the right. Again, make sure you have the same color here. And you do this move. You do an F prime, and basically you're going to put this corner down here. So you're going to pair up the corner, and then move the edge downward, and then kind of slide it back like so, and then undo the F2. So here's the algorithm one more time. Again, the base color is facing on the left. They're both on the top layer, and you have the same color on the top layer also. You need to make sure that you have an empty slot here, and what you do is you move the corner downward with an F2, and you pull it up at the same time that you put the corner down, and then realign, and then undo the F2. Now, although this works and you can perform this algorithm quickly, the standard case from the 42 algorithms, if you're comfortable enough with D prime moves, then the other algorithms should be just as fast, but you may prefer this one. So give it a try and see if you like it better. Alright, so that's it for part 9 of the Advanced F2L tutorial. Now, you may have noticed in this tutorial I didn't go over left and right versions of each case, and that's simply because, like I've said before, there are a lot of cases, and I really don't want to waste your time doing the right side and the left side since they're really the same thing. If you've watched my videos, you'll notice that all the cases, right or left, are always pretty much the same, and you can figure it out. If you honestly need me to do the right and left cases, just post a comment below requesting that, and on my next video I'll do the right side and the left side, but really you should be able to get it on your own. Just remember that the algorithms I showed you require an empty slot next to the slot that you're trying to complete. So if all your slots are already filled except for one, those algorithms won't work for you. But just, you know, give them a try, see if you like them. They're just different ways to do the standard cases in different scenarios that aren't part of the standard cases. And I'm going to make more videos just like this one. So if you like this one and it helped, let me know by posting a comment. Also, if you have a question, post a comment below. And if you like this video, subscribe to my channel or go look at some of my other videos on my channel. I have a lot of cubing videos, so I'm sure you'll find something that you like. And if this video helped you, please recommend it for other people who are trying to learn F2L. Anyway, so that's about it for the tutorial. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.